So दोस्तों, this is just a tea break session of our ongoing online seminar, which is actually known as a webinar. Today, in our session, Dr. Lokendra Ojakyan, agreed to be there as an external expert to understand or to support or to give some more, guidance in our ongoing sessions. Here, I would like to give a few tips, so-called, normally used to happen in formal seminars, and very soon we will together going to organize a formal seminar where we will invite the peoples from across the nation, across the world. And I hope you now, at least after this one-time experimentation with you as part of your assessment, and now you have got understood lots of things, and I appreciate too much about your potential. You do have real potential. And here, as part of the tea break, next time we may be trying to have such kind of experience in real, a face-to-face tea break experience, high tea kind of lunch break, in normally in seminar or conferences or in workshops. The presence of high tea lunch program, evening cultural program, sightseeing, many things are there integrated to a normal technical paper presentation session. Keynote speakers are invited to every sessions to share the, to give more information or sharing of the knowledge by the experienced academicians, intellectuals in the respective sub-themes of the seminars. And very interesting thing is that the presence of this, whatever I mentioned right now, these are just like hidden curriculum in our curriculum structure. When I have tried to organize almost around 14 or 15 international and national seminar as a joint organizing secretary, or somehow I have been fortunately part of many organizing such academic events. And at the beginning, when just I started learning about these things, I used to ask my teachers about the significance of lunch, high tea break, evening cultural program, and sightseeing. If you go to normally any brochure of any seminars, not this webinar one, a real seminar one, when people really physically visit to the place where the seminars are organized, people used to have, other than this particular, during the technical sessions, people used to share about the, whatever the research and academic inputs, experiences they do have together. They used to exchange the knowledge and experiences in that platform. But at the same time, having a tea together at that time, people do have a chance to informal interaction. Really, it is amazing to have informal informal conversation during the tea break, during the lunch break, during evening cultural program, or even in the sites. And mostly, the best thing this some kind of interactions among the peoples do happen at the time of lunch break and tea breaks. Normally, sometimes it is for this normally a separate time, not given in the timetable or schedule of the seminar program. But yeah, high tea programs as part of on the day of inauguration or beginning of the program, when you invite many personalities like that. And at lunchtime, see, if I would like to mention here one person, Professor B.K. Pasi, one of the great guru. I myself I can consider myself as a third or fourth generation, I think, to him. But he was, always youthful and energetic, always from inside, and I spent very few, but yeah, unforgettable moments with him. Once, I organized one international conference during in 2011. Many participants came, many professionals from different areas of disciplines came to attend because that was a multidisciplinary program, some conference. And to organize that successfully, I and my team visited BK Pasi sir at Indore, where at that time he was staying there. Still, Madam BK Pasi is still there. I recently talked to her and proposed that I have an intent to organize a memorial speech of BK Pasi sir, and very soon I will be, if we are blessed, we will be able to conduct that program. And yes, so most probably tomorrow or in the coming sessions, we may have tea break together, and during tea break time, what type of informal interaction we can have even in the webinar. That can be a new kind of testing. Normally it doesn't have. So but tomorrow or day after tomorrow, very soon we are going to have that. We are going to try out that experience, which actually normally happen in the real conference during the break time. And even before the end of this series, we will have a cultural program. Be ready with that. And we will even have a sharing of a sightseeing. Instead of sightseeing really happen in the real seminar program, face-to-face program, in a webinar. So see, I proposed here 2-3 things as a first time in the webinar series, which are normally not happen, which do not normally happen in the webinar series, because of the which actually happen in the face-to-face seminar program. But here in webinar, we are going to have this one. First, we will have tea break, and even during the tea break, we will try to have some few discussion without losing any internet data. So for few times, let us just see what type of informal interaction comes up during that time. And we will have a cultural program before the end of the seminar program, and a mega. So on the day of closing day, let us invite. We are going to invite another expert panel, so that a keynote speaker, so that they can share their experience with regards to the theme which is currently going on in our seminar. So let us try informal interaction session in webinar series. During the break time, let us have a virtual cultural program. Let us have a virtual sightseeing program. So whoever, all the participants, my dear students, wherever you are, on that day, you have to share. I mean, I request you to share the geographical and the environmental condition, or and historical context, whatever, sightseeing. People who don't belong to that particular place may understand and may see. Well, you can directly show your fellow participant about your place, about your culture, about the language, and about any other things, geographical things, historical things. So for the first time in the webinar series, we are going to have these 3 things as a first time trial. Thank you very much. See you soon and be ready for this trial. Okay.